What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You're watching the Ragin Nation show, Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series where I talk about all things that matter to me in the production of Transformers 4, directed by Michael Bay. This is the 4th installment in the Transformers live action franchise. And I got a couple of news items that I have to tell you about. First of all, we got some casting news. Stanley Tucci, who appeared in the Hunger Games as Caesar Flickerman, well, he is going to be in Transformers 4. There is no specific details on who he's going to play in the 4th installment, but of course there is a speculation that he could possibly play one of those scientists, that are planning to, do some reverse engineering with the Transformers technology. Who knows, but it's all up in the air. The next little bit of information that I got for you is that Michael Bay described Transformers 4 in these 3 words: chase from hell. And you know what? I gotta speculate on this one because when I first heard these 3 words, I was thinking that Michael Bay could be giving us the Transformers film that I've always wanted. What I always wanted as a Transformers film was just total vehicular chaos. And what I mean by that is something along the lines of, the chase sequence, the huge car chase sequence in The Matrix Reloaded. That, in my opinion, was a chase from hell. So when he described Transformers 4 as being a chase from hell, I just was thinking that there's a possibility that Michael Bay might give us a 40-minute car chase sequence with Autobots and Decepticons transforming in and out of robot modes, giving us probably a more epic version of the freeway chase in Transformers Dark of the Moon. Because while it was a great sequence, it was only really 90 seconds or 2 minutes, not including the Mexican standoff. So it was a very short-lived sequence, but it was awesome, and I wanted to see more of that. So when he said chase from hell, that's what I was thinking, and I'm hoping that he gives us the Transformers film that we've all wanted. But at least if they give us that, what I've described, that's the Transformers film that I've always wanted. Anyways, the next little bit of information that I have for you is nothing really with regards to the story, but more about the theatrical presentation of Transformers 4, and that would be at CinemaCon. Michael Bay was doing some interviews, and that he announced that not only will they be shooting in 3D, but IMAX 3D. And with a lot of films that are in IMAX 3D, previously they're shot in IMAX and then post-converted in 3D afterwards. The post-conversion process was applied after the movie was done filming in the IMAX full-frame format. However, this will be the first time where they're using smaller IMAX cameras that are IMAX 3D cameras. Now, this is actually pretty awesome stuff. Because, well, first of all, they're shooting it in IMAX 3D. That's the IMAX native 3D format. And on top of that, they're going to be doing some key showcase scenes. These really, really big action sequences. That's when the movie will open up in the full frame format to showcase some big action. Just like Revenge of the Fallen's a forest fight. Everybody's talking about the forest fight being the best sequence in the entire trilogy. I'm gonna be close to agreeing, actually, because when it was in the IMAX full frame format, it looked absolutely beautiful. Revenge of the Fallen was in IMAX for specific scenes. Dark of the Moon was shot in 3D and also post-converted in 3D. Now, for the 4th installment, they're combining the two, so the movie's going to be shot entirely in 3D, but you, of course, have the IMAX full frame format for some really, really big IMAX sequences, or big action sequences, rather. And really, that's all I have to say for you. Now, there's one more thing that I have to mention, and this is regarding filmmaking or film presentation technology. Michael Bay at CinemaCon was actually promoting and pushing Dolby Atmos. And what that is a new type of theatrical sound setup where the sound isn't just all around you, it's everywhere, like on the sides, behind you, even on top of you. So when bullets go whizzing by, it'll be like, it's just a crazy setup that will definitely be beneficial in giving us a more exciting theatrical, a viewing experience. And I would love to see that for Transformers 4. And maybe that's why he's pushing the format or the, the setup so much, actually, at CinemaCon, because maybe he wants that for Transformers 4. If all the theaters, in the nation had that, that's the best way to watch the movie. And on top of that, he was also pushing this, or researching, or at least talking about this new projection system, where these theaters have this projection system which is shown on a white screen as opposed to a silver screen, and it's 40% brighter. And this is beneficial for 3D films. You know, this is when, you know, when you put on those 3D glasses, everything is a little bit darker, right? But with this new projection or projection system, the movie will be more lit up by 40%, and that'll be great because, you know, it gives a better 3D effect, and at the end of the day, it gives you a better viewing experience. So anyways, that's all I gotta say for you in this video in my episode 13 of the Transformers 4 updates and news. A lot of stuff is going on because they're moving forward with the production pretty soon. They're going to be filming in Chicago in, is it May or June? I can't remember, but it's very, very soon. But the biggest news for me, and that got me really, really excited, is the fact that they're having, you know, giant sequences, you know, giant action sequences in the IMAX full frame format. This is great for people who live near an IMAX theater. Not so great for people who don't live near an IMAX theater. And not so great for people who can't see 3D for whatever reason. But anyways, that's the format that Transformers 4 is being shot at. IMAX 3D. It's really, really exciting. And there you have it. That's all I gotta say. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yoon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Well, that's it for our MP15, MP16 segment. Why don't we go store-bomb Boris?
Guess who's back? It is Boris.